What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to give you guys some Atlanta Falcons news. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support. Continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So today in Atlanta Falcons news, cornerback Jeff Okudah did go down in training camp with an ankle injury today. I am wishing Jeff Okudah nothing but the best. Right now, they don't know the severity of the injury, so I don't want to speculate on how long he'll be out. But there will be MRIs done, and they will be, more information coming forward as we go through training camp to see how long Jeff Okudah will be out. But as you guys know, I hate injuries. It really sucks because Jeff Okudah is one of those guys who's battled injuries in his career. He was drafted by the Detroit Lions. I believe he was a top 5 pick in the first round in the same draft as A.J. Terrell. And that was one of the reasons why Detroit decided to trade him to Atlanta is because he's on the last year of his rookie deal and they didn't want to pick up his 5th-year option. So this was kind of a prove-it year for Jeff Okudah. So this really sucks that he did go down with this injury today at training camp. And I really hope that he bounced back. Definitely praying for Jeff Okudah and his family, but definitely hate to see guys go down, especially during training camp when these guys have been preparing for the season. The season is less than a month away, and we have guys, getting injured. But this is the nature of the beast of the NFL, and this is another reason why I always talk about having depth on your roster is very important, because in the NFL, you know that injuries are going to happen. Guys are going to get nicked up at times. And you have to have that next man up mentality, and you have to have the depth on your team to have quality backups. Good news for our Atlanta Falcons, even though Jeff Okudah did go down and hopefully the injury is not serious, but we do have guys on this roster that I believe can step up in Jeff Okudah's absence. We have a guy in Clark Phillips that was drafted this year out of Utah, who actually was their #1 cornerback when he played at the University of Utah. So not only is he a guy who can play in the slot, but he is a guy that can play that #2 cornerback position. We do have Trey Flowers on this team who's been impressing the coaches at training camp. We also have guys like Mike Hughes, who's a veteran in this league and has played at a very high level. He also can play that outside #2 cornerback position. So we have a number of guys that can actually come in and play that #2 cornerback position. But hopefully Jeff Okudah can come back eventually at some point this season and bounce back and possibly get another contract if it's not here in Atlanta with another team. But that's been the biggest knock against Jeff Okudah is just the injury bug. He's dealt with that pretty much his whole career. So I definitely am praying for him, hoping that he bounces back. But good news is we do have guys that have an opportunity at this point during training camp and during these preseason games to get a lot of snaps and to prove that they deserve to possibly move up the depth chart in Jeff Okudah's absence. But with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Jeff Okudah going down today in training camp. What player do you think may step up in the absence of Jeff Okudah? Personally, the guy that I'm looking at is Clark Phillips because he's been balling out during training camp, and he's a guy that's fearless, and he's a ball hawk, a guy that has really good technique. He's a guy that I'm watching really closely during this training camp and the preseason games. I really think that he has a chance to possibly be that guy that could play that outside #2 cornerback position. And then you'll have a guy, D. Alford, who can slide right into his natural position at that nickel position. But also D. Alford is another guy who can also play that outside cornerback position. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of depth. But if I had to put give my thoughts on who I think will step up, I think Clark Phillips could possibly be that guy who could be that #2 cornerback until Jeff Okudah comes back. But with that being said, this being your boy Jew, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.